I'm about to talk about participation trophies and medals and why I think it's complete and utter horse hockey and that might trigger a few people. I don't think it will piss off the kind of people that watch my channel. The reason I'm going to bring this up is that I had a really good conversation with a friend of mine in the DMs this morning because I'm connecting a photographer friend of mine with a wonderful human being who teaches children emotional intelligence through dance, which is incredible because it means there's young men who are going to grow up understanding their emotions, being able to name them, flow through them, and actually have emotional intellect, something that a lot of people in my generation, I'm 33 years old, lack. Because as we grew up, we didn't get taught processes and systems to do all of that. But in that conversation, the photographer friend of mine brought up the importance of getting consent to film the minors, which is hugely important if you work with kids. And it reminded me of the last time that I worked in a facility where we had a lot of children in and out for different things. It was a gym, but it was attached to a leisure center, which was attached to all kinds of kids' sporting endeavors, which required me to be Garda vetted and required me to do constant courses on safeguarding children. One of those courses pissed me the fuck off because it was a safeguarding course on participation in sport. I was all in. I was excited when I saw the title. I'm like, great, I get to set 2 hours aside from my workday to talk about helping to get more participation in sports for kids. Instead, that video call with a whole group of people I'd never met before became a little bit more political because it was around improving participation in sports by eliminating the competitive nature of sports. And what that actually meant was they're looking to fight the case of get rid of first, second, third, and make everybody a winner. Stop counting scores, just play sports for fun. This has been happening for the last 10, maybe 20 years in different spaces, more and more, where it's like, oh, we can't let little Billy lose because then he'll be sad. If you bring a child up having never lost at anything, how will they ever be able to receive critique in work? How will they ever receive negative feedback? They won't understand what it's like to lose and that it's okay not to be the winner. In my own experience, I was a competitive kickboxer and swimmer when I was a kid, and I did a lot of winning. I did a little bit of losing, but I was pretty good at those two things. When I finally took the opportunity to jump up and compete in bodybuilding, this medal just here, which is blocked out by the blur, is from the NABA Mr. Ireland in the junior category. My first time on a bodybuilding stage, I placed dead fucking last. And that was the most exciting moment in my sporting history. Because for the first time ever, I put in all the effort. I did all the right things. I did all the workouts. I ate all the right meals. I did all the cardio. I took the little bit of drug that you were supposed to take a little bit of drugs. I drank all the water. I had all my sleep. Mostly got my tan right, kind of messed it up a little bit. But it was the first time where I did everything in my power to be the best, and I lost. That was powerful because it allowed me to stop attaching the value of my effort to the outcome of the event. Instead, that one thing happening, after a little bit of sadness when it happened, because I'm like, shit, I thought I was going to be Mr. Olympia here. And now I'm dead place last while I'm watching a bunch of other people flex and smile and get the accolades. But when the dust settled, I actually started thinking, you know what? There's nothing else I could have done here. I put in 100% effort and I can hand on heart say, I did my best. So after that, every other competition that I showed up for, I attached my value to how much effort I put into the process. In this Zoom call that I went through with these people on participation in sports, I got put into a breakaway group with 6 people I'd never met before to discuss this. And all of those people, when I asked them, because their opinion was, let's strip away the first, second, third, let's make everyone a winner. I asked them if they'd ever competed in sports at any high level, and none of them had. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. You don't have context. They all feel like they are losers because they were never able to win at anything because they never really tried. Whereas I tried my hardest and lost. So I know what it feels like to put in the effort and not get the obvious reward, but it gave me a much bigger reward that stood to me for my entire life, in that you have to be able to have the discipline to show up and give it everything you got knowing that you can still lose because that's the real world. And my fear around losing the first, second, third place trophies from sports for kids is that they grow up without understanding that real world fact. Because you cannot escape that you can do everything right and somebody else can beat you. There can always be somebody better out there in every field in your life, be it sport, be it work, be it the old love scene when you're trying to get that girl and somebody else gets her. That's going to hurt. Everything in your life that you want is a competition. Whether you want to admit that or accept that or not, everything is dog eat dog. The sooner you learn to accept that you can't affect the outcome, the better you're going to be. You're going to be happier. You're going to be clearer in your conscience that you've done everything you can do in every event you show up for. So what I want you to take from this video, and I'd love to see some comments with opinions on this, because I'm pretty locked in and I like to say that I'm an open mind, that I can be changed. I see no value in removing first place, second place, third place, competitive nature of sports. I think it should always be ranked, but that we should shift the perspective of coaching children through that process on focusing on the value in the process, not the outcome. Of course, celebrate when they win because it's a lovely reinforcement that all the great things they did will give them rewards. But it's my strong belief that it's the most important thing you can do in the world to give it everything you have and get beaten by somebody who's better than you. If this is the first time you're ever seeing me, I'm Matt, the Betterman coach, and I run the Betterman program where I'm focused on helping 1 million men over my career to become the best version of themselves. And the best version of you is different to the best version of me, to the brothers that I work with in my program, to the brothers that I meet in different men's retreats. The best version of you is the one that's trying your hardest, not the one that's perfect. Because there is no perfect. Your perfect is just doing your fucking best and knowing that there's no chance you could have given anything else to the goals you were working towards. If this resonated, subscribe, and as I've already asked you, comment and tell me your opinions on first, second, third place and participation trophies. Like if you liked the video, and if you want to find out more about what we do, the Betterman Coach everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of that jazz. Probably links down below. Probably a link to the website if you're interested in talking about joining the program in whatever way that works for you. You'll see me in the next video. I used to say I'll see you, but I fucking won't because you're just watching this. Thank you for your time. I have nothing but love for you if you watched all of this rambling. That's all, folks.